Okay, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Time now, 1 a.m., March the 27th. This is going to be a general reading for my Virgos, but this is going to be a deep reading for Virgos because we have a little bit of everything on the table this morning when it comes to dealing with my Virgos. Okay, and so Virgo, let me just kind of break some of the stuff that's going on because within the next week or two, Virgos, we're going to be going through a lot of changes. Okay, right now spirit is kind of taking us through this spiritual transformation. Okay, and the reason why we're going through this transformation is because for the most part, some of us, we are going to be dealing with strong family obligations, and we're going to be dealing with people coming in from the past. We're going to be dealing with all types of temptations that's going to be trying to lure us when it comes to options. Okay, Virgo, long story short, we have a lot of eyes on us right now at this time. Okay, and so people are beginning to take notice, Virgo. And so, Virgo, long story short, is that in life, Virgo, when it comes to people, places, and things, Virgo, we tend to treat all three pretty much the same. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, Virgos, we are somewhat of a perfectionists, okay? And so, for example, Virgos, you know how it is when we go out window shopping and something gathers our attention. And if we have the right amount of money in our purses or our pockets or wallets at the time, and we see something in a window that grabs our attention, and we feel as if we could afford to purchase that item. Like, for example, let's say it's a toy. So we go in the store and we buy this toy only because it looks attractive and it attracted us to it. So therefore we go in the store and we buy this toy and we take the toy home and we play with the toy for like 2, 3 hours, right? And we play with it because we're bored. So we go and we take the toy home and we play with it and we play with it for like 2, 3 hours. And then once we done playing with it, we put it back up on the shelf somewhere at home in the closet, never to look at it again, right? Throw it in the box. We no longer have any more use for it. So long story short, Virgo, is what I'm saying is like we tend to treat people who are not able to keep our attention span rising when it comes to dealing with other people. If those people who approach us, or those people who we tend to allow to become part of our life, we open the door and we allow these individuals to enter in. If these individuals are not able to keep our attention span on them, keep us focused on what it is they're talking about, we will pretty much just ignore them, tune them out, block them out, and really don't pay them no attention. And so sometimes when people are speaking to us and people have problems with communication skills and they don't quite know how to carry a conversation when it comes to speaking to a Virgo. And so Virgo, we tend to let it go in one ear out the other. Sometimes we view people when they're speaking to us as mumbling, like what? No, oh my God, no, thank you, I'm good, and we're walking away, turning away, right? And so Virgo, when it comes to this reading and everything that's going on, because for some of us, I'm picking up on like we have a couple of parents here, and you may be dealing with some teenage youth kids, your kids, and right now, like we're dealing with shut-ins, so your kids may be a little bit overwhelmed, and they're inviting some of their friends over, And mom, we have to keep up with our kids and we have to clean up behind them. And then for some of us mothers, we may have kids that's in their early 20s and, they're in and they out. And some of them may live a distance away from us. And some of us mothers may have some, young adult kids in their 20s who you have become distant from because you can no longer tolerate their attitude and you felt like their attitude needed some type of adjustment. So you had to kind of tune them out and kind of block them out and just let them go ahead on and live life and learn for themselves. And so, long story short, is that during that separation of these mothers who have kids like in their 20s, your kids are beginning, they're wanting to reach out and communicate with you because some of them may be going through some type of relationship issues and they feel like they want to talk to somebody who can understand them, who can relate to them. So you may have a daughter or a son who wants to reach out and talk to their mom and, and just kind of open a window and just want to like hash the past burdens that took place between you and your daughter or son who you have become distant from. And then you have, like I said, then there's some mothers who may have some, teenage kids, and you may have a daughter who wants to like go out and spend time with her boyfriend or whatever. And because we're shut in, your daughter or son may be coming home with a little bit of attitude, how teenagers do. And like, mom, I want to go see my boyfriend or boyfriend, he might be saying, mom, I want to go see my girlfriend. And you're like, well, sweetie, mom is just kind of concerned because with this shut-in, mom don't want you to get sick. And so you're kind of wanting to like see if you can plan some type of activity where your daughter and, her boyfriend or whatever could like spend time at home. And the same thing, you might be dealing with a son who wants to go out and spend time with his his girlfriend. And so you're trying to make space for them to be somewhere safe where you could kind of keep your eye on them. And then I have a couple of other moms in here who's like, you may have some younger children and they're kind of running around throughout the house and playing and making a mess, being kids. And as parents, we become overwhelmed because we're trying to keep up with everything, right? We're trying to keep the house clean. We're trying to mind the smaller kids. We're running behind them, cleaning up, making sure they don't hurt themselves. And then we got our teenage kids that's wanting to be in the dating scene, hang out with their friends, but we're shut in. And so as a mom, you're worried and concerned about your children. And so you want to kind of build activities to keep them close to home and bring them in so that they don't really be hanging out on the street and getting sick at this time. And like I said, some of you have some adult kids in their 20s who's going to be wanting to reach out and come back home to you, mom, and kind of sit down and have a decent conversation. This conversation may start off over the phone, over the phone communication. This is like a daughter or son who you ever spoke to in a while. They're going to reach out and you're going to talk to them over the phone. And then you may make plans to come together and see each other. Somebody, I feel like your child is going to come to you and may bring the grandkids so you can see your grandchildren. So I do see that. Okay. Now, moving along to some of my women who have been going through like a past situation with a past person that you left. Okay. This past person who you left, you separated from. You may have been apart from this person for like a year or a year, 2, year and a half, or you haven't heard from in a while. And this person is now taking notice that they've been missing you. And so this person is also wanting to reach out and just kind of see how you're doing. And this person is kind of hoping that you are still single and hoping that you haven't moved on with anybody new into your life. And so they're wanting to hear from you and they wanting to kind of have an open conversation with you as well. And wanting to just see where things stand and open up and be honest and let you know how they feel. I do see this. Spirit is kind of cautioning you in this situation, okay? Because for some, this past person may have some drugs and alcohol issues where you're going to have to use caution and stay mindful and understand who it is you're dealing with. Kind of remind yourself who it was you dealt with in the past, because this person may still have substance issues. Okay, and so they're looking for like a safe haven, a place to lay down, looking for someone to enable them and enable them their addiction. So be mindful of that. Okay. Others of you. Okay, because there's a lot going on, and so I'm really trying to dig deep and give everybody a little something what's going on. Okay, because you have everything. You have your cups. You have your star card, justice, the wheel, the moon, magician, the devil, high priest, hangman, temperance, the empress, lovers, world, death card, tower, king of swords, knight of swords, page of swords, two of swords, ace of swords, five of swords, nine of swords, seven of swords, three of swords. Okay, two of pentacles, queen of pentacles, king of pentacles, page of pentacles, eight of pentacles, five of pentacles, three of pentacles, king of wands, queen of wands, page, 8, 7, 9. Let me see what else was this. Six of wands. Yeah, four of wands, celebrations, family time, three of wands. Okay, so let me start it this way because it'll probably be much easier. So for some of you, you're waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. For some of you, you may be dealing with a lot at this time and taking quite a few burdens on your back, or you're either dealing with someone who's coming in, bringing a burden to you. And so again, Spirit's going to be cautioning you. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation where you're trying to contemplate on whether or not you want to keep that door closed moving forward, because you may see this as being a risk, and you don't want to risk yourself because you come so far on making progress when it comes to moving forward and establishing yourself and prosperity, because a lot of prosperity and good health and good things are going to come into place. Spirit is opening up new windows of communication between family and loved ones, people who you haven't heard from the past. Like I was saying, kids. Some of you might have some kids from a distance, or family relatives from a distance. Six of wands. Again, you do have somebody who wants to come in and may have their eye on you. Okay. Seven of wands, you're guarded, okay, which is defensive, guarded. You don't really trust everybody, which is a good thing. It's not, being defensive and being guarded, I always say, is a good thing. You have somebody coming in from a distance, and this don't always have to be a past lover. This could be family. This could be family and friends coming in from a distance, coming to visit you. I'm gonna say more so family. Okay. Now you do have a person from the past, or either a new person who wants to come in and make you an offer, but this person don't really have much to offer, so their offer is not going to really grab your attention like that because you are a Virgo. Okay. You being the Queen of Wands, you pretty much already know who you are when it comes to your worth and your value, so you're not going to settle for less. Okay. King of Wands, that's just letting you know that you're going to be dealing with a person who's mature. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Like asking for help, or somebody may be trying to come in wanting you to enable them. Like I said, be minded of that. Okay. Somebody may have a couple people who wants to come in looking for a handout, wanting you to kind of enable them a little bit, because they're not really trying to do the footwork to really help themselves. So be mindful of that. Spirit is also saying some of you may need help, but you're afraid to ask for it. So Spirit is saying don't be afraid to ask for it. Some of you are going to be hard at work when it's time for you to return back to work, or you probably have your mind focused on work and responsibilities and family obligations at this time. Page of Pentacles. Some of you are holding on to something too tight. where you may be hoarding, because I know, like myself, I went running out for tissue 8 different stores. That was crazy today. My day was like really crazy. So Spirit is saying stay mindful when it comes to your spending, and kind of be aware that you don't have to go out and just buy everything off the shelves. Okay, get what you need and not what you want. King of Pentacles. You might be dealing with a person who's see himself as material, material gain. Somebody who's pretty much like stable, established, someone who wants to come in and make you an offer, who has a little more than what you have. Not a bad thing. Take your time, don't rush into it. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working on yourself at this time. You're not rushing into it, but you are getting yourself grounded, establishing yourself, making it known that when this other person tries to come to you, approaching you, this new person with their material gain, you are going to let them know that, they can't just attract you with their bullshit, because you got your own shit. So as far as somebody trying to lure you with what they have, you're going to pretty much set the record straight, let them know that you don't really need them because you have your own. So it's no need for nobody to come tempting you to try to get in your panties, because that's not going to work. Two of Pentacles. You may have a choice to make concerning job, careers on the front line come middle April, end of April. Okay, now let's deal with these swords. Some of you, past person, conflict. This person kept you in a 3-party situation. This person was in and out, stole from you, stole your energy vampire, stress, anxiety, worries, loss of sleep, couldn't sleep. King of Swords, pretty much telling you to stay mindful when it comes to, like an authority figure. Pretty much watching over you. You may have like a strong father figure or a strong uncle figure or a grandfather figure who's telling you to kind of stay mindful of your spending, because for some you may be a bit impulsive and quick to react because of all what's going on when it comes to this coronavirus. So some of us is like, oh my God, I need tissue, I need this, I need that. And so Spirit is saying be mindful, don't be impulsive when it comes to your spending, like I did today. I went out and got all this shit that I don't need. I even bought a damn new stereo system all because I wanted to break open some of my old CDs that I haven't listened to for a while. Brought the stereo, came home, played it for a couple of hours. Now I unplugged the damn stereo and put the shit up because I'm done playing with it. It's a Virgo, right? Impulsive. Us Virgos are very impulsive when it comes to our spending habits. Knight of Swords, Virgos, you have someone wanting to rush in quick to you, okay, and this person who wants to rush in, again, is just a page. They don't really have much to offer, okay, and that could be a past person, and the past person who wants to come in, this past person had you feeling entrapped, okay, brainwashed, blindfolded, stuck on illusions. Spirit saying don't worry, because you're going to overcome that bullshit. The Empress, okay, the Empress, somebody who pretty much, like I said, again, has her shit together, not settling for less, views herself as a queen, lovers. You may have somebody from a past, who has you on their mind, thinking of you, thinking about you, contemplating ways on how to approach you, because either you walked away from them with the World card, or they walked away from you. And so again, using caution when it comes to this person, because in the past you dealt with a tower moment. Devil card, of course, we all know what that is. Temptations, lies, deceit. The High Priest, being very intuitive, listening to what your gut tells you when it comes to dealing with this person who kept you confused. In the Hangman, you don't want to be stuck, you don't want to be confused. Temperance card is like staying creative, staying positive when it comes to gaining prosperity. Star card, no longer dealing with overblown, like you can see now. So star card is basically letting you know when it comes to your dreams and to have faith and pay attention to your dreams, and to continue to hope, because in the past you was probably lacking vision and you was lacking balance. And so again, when it comes to that Emperor, you're setting boundaries in place. And so justice, you're wanting balance in a situation, or somebody else may be trying to come in and want balance. The Wheel card is pretty much warning you, in this case, warning you to take caution and be mindful of people that's trying to come in and approach you. Because again, you may be dealing with some past family loved ones from the past who were dishonest, deceitful, kept a lot of things in the dark, hidden from you. The Moon card, the Magician, this person may be trying to become creative when it comes to how to approach you, because you are the Queen of Cups, so you're nobody's fool. Okay, somebody might be wanting to come in and wrongly right, seeking to have a 10 of Cups with you, because in the past, this person who you was with, when you was with them, your situation was uneven, very dysfunctional, lots of conflict, envy and strife. And so now this person's thinking of how can they come in and right their wrong, asking for forgiveness. Nine of Cups, pretty much, staying, don't get caught up on material things, and kind of stay mindful on what you need and not what you want when it comes to dealing with people from the past, because stay mindful that this person may have past options or options from the past who they dealt with, and they may be still dealing with a few people when it comes to their options. People who like them may also have addiction problems, and so they may still be dealing with some of these past people, whether it's baby mama, daddy, what I'm saying, baby daddies and all that bullshit there. Five of Cups, you do have somebody that's wanting to seek a renewal with you going forward. And so again, like I said, this person has you on their mind, and this person with Four of Cups, this person has you on their mind real heavy and strong, but this person sees you as a loss, because they see you as like they feeling hopeless at this time, because they don't see you coming back to them. They see you moving forward. And so they feeling hopeless, because they understand and realize why you rejected them. You know what I'm saying? But parts of them is like really hoping and praying that you will come back to them, or that you will forgive them and accept them and give them a second or third chance. Ace of Cups, Spirit is pretty much letting you know that you're going to be okay, and that you're going to overcome all these obstacles that's trying to come in your way, Virgo. So, like I said, a lot going on. That was a lot. If you can resonate with it, feel free to hit the like button. And like I said, don't just look at this as you. Also stay minded that, you can always flip it, turn this reading around, where, it could be somebody who you're dealing with. Because like I said, I see a lot of mothers dealing with their kids, small children, teenage kids, young adults wanting to come back in. People from the past who are looking for somebody to enable them and open the door and give them a second or third chance, because they see you as having more, they see you as having better. And so now they're ready to come and be with you for material gain. So Spirit is saying be mindful of that, and not to be quick to leap into that, because if this person has addiction issues, that's not healthy. And so again, you don't want to deal with anyone that's not healthy, okay? Especially right now moving forward with this whole coronavirus. So please keep that in mind. Some of you, new birth, new beginnings, being creative, okay? Some of you may have just found out that you're pregnant and expecting going forward. And so you're kind of worried about this pregnancy right now, dealing at the time with the coronavirus and that sort of thing. And you're kind of worried because when it comes to the situation between you and the baby's father, you're kind of happy about being pregnant, but you're not sure whether or not this person is going to be strong enough to stand up and do their part in order to make it equal balance, because you're excited about giving birth and being a mom. And for some of you, it could be a first time mom. And so you're kind of worried because of what's going on in the world right now with people, slipping away. And so for some of you, or for one or two people, you might be worried that, you don't want to lose your baby, and you want to make sure that you're in a safe place when you get ready to go in labor, and, make sure that you have a smooth labor and delivery. You know, I would say just focus on your own health. You know what I'm saying? Don't pressure yourself by wanting to force, the baby's daddy. Don't worry too much about that person, because you have to be strong for yourself and your child if you are pregnant going forward. Okay, and definitely take good care of yourself right now. Yeah, some of you are being creative, like trying to figure out wanting to work from home. I see some of you maybe wanting to do hair at home, because you may like work in some type of hair shop or hair salon, and a lot of things is shut down now, and so you may be bringing some customers home to want to do their hair. And right now, with you having the kids around and stuff like that, it could be a bit of a challenge. But I do see that, and some of you are trying to figure out ways how to make money from home. Because I see makeup and I see hair. I do see that. I even see a couple of guys cutting hair, barbers. I do see that. So just ways to make ends meet. I see somebody who's also thinking about baking. You might want to bake some cupcakes. I'm seeing that. I don't know why I'm seeing cupcakes. Something along that, cupcakes and cakes and cookies. I'm seeing stuff like that. Definitely cupcakes. So those are all good ideas, and so definitely connect to nature and be mindful of the pollen when you go out. And yes, dogs can get allergies too, because I don't know why, but somebody's been worried about their dog. When you take your dog out for a walk, somebody may have a dog that's been like sniffling and sneezing, and you're worried and wanting to know, can animals get the coronavirus? I would say definitely be mindful of the pollen that's in the air, and pick a certain time in the morning and check the news and make sure the level of the pollen is not as high when it comes to walking your animals, walking your dogs, okay? Because dogs do get allergies. I had a couple of dogs, so yes, dogs do get allergies. And you can also take your dog to see, the dog doctor, and they do give allergy medicines for animals. So yes. If for some of you have cat hair, some of you may be like allergic to your cat's hair, because somebody is like sniffing and sneezing at home because you have a cat around you. So you could be allergic to that cat's hair, or that cat's going outside, coming in and bringing pollen in. So you may have to be mindful of maybe finding something that you can use to brush that cat's coat, cleanse it so that you're not sneezing so much, definitely, clean your house up and kind of get rid of the whether it's a cat hair, dog hair. So I'm picking up on that. Okay. Yeah, and I'm seeing kids playing with gerbils, hamsters. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, so just definitely stay spiritual. A lot of you going through transformations at this time. I didn't know this reading was going to go this long, but it's definitely a healthy reading. I'm glad I decided to come up and upload this reading tonight, because I wasn't going to do no more readings until April 8th, but I am a Virgo. And so I try to keep myself grounded and lifted up at this time, because the day was a bit stressful for me. I really went through a lot today. So like I said, that's why I always wait till late at night, because I connect closer to spirit late at night. And so at night, spirit talks to me, and I'm able to communicate and understand what spirit is trying to say to me. And so sometimes at night I have to get quiet and get to my spiritual corner and just shut everything off and tune everything out and just allow spirit to conversate with me and talk to me. And so I pray to spirit, and spirit gathers around my spiritual altar, my table. And so I bring my spiritual ancestors in, I bring my spiritual angels in, and my guides. Okay. So yes, this is my spiritual altar, as you can see. So, Virgos, this is where we're going to tune out. This has been deep. It's been beautiful. I love it. Meditation, as always. New subscribers, thank you for joining. If it resonates, please feel free to hit the like button. And feel free to invite others as well. Okay, I am Virgo Goddess, spiritual medium. And as always, one love. I'm out, love.